everybody, welcome to my channel So Stylish with Elsie. Today I'm also again talking about another online class that we are doing. We are getting such a lot of requests for people that want to do classes, and because we are limited with the amount of people we can have in a classroom, we've had requests to do our classes online as well. So we've also now moved our, I can say almost beginner's dressmaking, but I like to call it Introduction to Garment Sewing, because we do get a lot of gentlemen as well that's sewing for themselves. And what we've done is the pattern that we've chosen has got a unisex pattern in it as well for the guys. We love that pattern. It's a new look pattern. We'll be putting the new look pattern up here so that you can just see what it looks like. And you've got your misses in there, so, and it's got all the pattern sizes, size 8 to I think size 8 to 18. If you are a bigger size than that, then you would use the unisex, and the unisex is then also for men and women. Guys, we've made that pattern so many times that we always do it for Introduction to Garment Sewing because of the versatility. It's known in our shop as the go-to jacket. If you're looking at me today as well, obviously that pattern is designed for a fleece fabric. We've made it with the fleece where it's got the sheepskin in it, and we've given it that Cape Union mart look where it almost overlaps. Sometimes show the ladies how to do that. If you're a beginner, you're welcome to just do it in, I'm just going to move to this side so that we can see. Okay, sorry, I'm just letting them move the camera for me. So I'm moving it to this side. This is just made in a normal polar fleece that you can get in any fabric shop. For our beginners that's really a bit worried of doing something wrong, I'm going to suggest that you get yourself the polar fleece for this class, because we wear this again with our jeans. We wear it with our yoga pants. If we go to this one over here, this one I've done in a chenille knit. I love the knit fabrics. Mine, obviously, these are some of my samples. I've been wearing them to death, guys. So excuse if they do look like they've been washed a lot of times. But now it's a totally different feel. It almost looks like a cardigan that I'm wearing on there. If you come back to my jacket that I've got on at the moment, if you look at this, again, this is like a stretched denim. I'm just going to pull it a little bit. Look at that. It's a stretched denim. So I decided to do the stretched denim with this. And if you look at my bling, I've got a zip with some bling. So can you see there? I've got some bling over there. And just have a look. Can you see that stretch? Because this pattern does ask for a little bit of a stretch fabric. So that's why you'll see all of them are stretched. We've made them in like a winter fabric that's almost quilted. You would have seen some of the pictures that I've done on the newsletter as well, some of the photos there. It is truly, for the three of us working at Bernina Edenvale, for myself and Cynthia, that has become our go-to jacket. And we dress it up, we dress it down, we make it in boucle, we make it in anything. So that's why we chose it. And also we chose this pattern, as I said, purely because it's got unisex and you guys can sew with us. And then the thing is, we're teaching you a lot of things as we're going on while we're sewing the jacket. We are going to teach you how to do your princess lines, for instance, on this one. The men's one has also got different pattern pieces. So we're touching on notching. Why is my notches so important when I'm lining up my pattern pieces? We could show you exactly how to do a perfect collar, do the zips, putting in the sleeves. This one, as I said, I just changed and gave it a little bit of a cuff for more a summery look, because then I'm using a 3/4. So can you see how versatile it is? Now, going into what we're doing with this course as well, we are taking you from the start, because we want you to know exactly, if you're going to be sewing, what the terminology is. If I'm going to be talking about a grain line, I'm going to be talking about dots, I'm talking about notches. We need you to know. If we talk about a fabric with nap. So the first couple of lessons that you're going to do with me online, we're actually going to load notes for you that you are going to print at home, and you are going to sew with us. We're going to go through all this terminology, and we're doing a reference file. And then once we've done the reference file, we're going into talking about the pattern. How do I read my pattern? How do I choose my sizing? How do I cut out my pattern correctly? All those important things. And then we start sewing the jacket, so that by the time we've done the jacket, you have covered so much that you need to know as a beginner when you start sewing your garments. I'm just going to show you the notes that we've got for you guys as well. So if you look at the notes that I've got here, I just want us to get the picture in. I'm going to go through with you on needles. You'll see some of them are from my Bernina notes because we go very much into your needles, your fabrics. What sizing needle do I need? Then I'm going to go through and we're going to give you an overall thing where I'm going to talk about back stitching, basting stitches. We're going to talk about clipping and notching. Can you see your little samples that you've got to do? We're doing all of these are terminology and we stitch it out. You can't see it here, but we even go through stabilizers, dimension, what is a nap. So all of these things, we're talking about stretch. How do I determine my stretch? So I think that was the one before where we're talking about stretch ratios. All of those, can you see here's our stretch ratio. So this is your reference file that you will be making up. Okay, so this is the reference file which we start with. Now, you can print this at home. Like I mentioned, you're going to buy your own fabric from your local store. We've given on our newsletter already, we have given you the new look pattern number, but we do have limited stock for you in our shop. So if you can't get it, please let us know so that we do keep a pattern for you. I think we took the last ones that our supplier had. So we were planning this now for quite a while. So we do have limited stock on that for you. The kit, we'll do a newsletter on the kit. So for those of you that don't have scrap fabrics, I am going to do a kit. The kit you're looking at about 200 Rand. We're going to put the sample fabrics in. We're putting stabilizer in. So when I'm talking to you and I'm showing you stretch fabric, you've got the samples there. You've got your samples to sew. You've got your samples of the stabilizer. We're also adding in there a measuring tape for you. We're adding in the violin, which we use to trace our patterns on because we don't want you cutting your pattern up. You might just make it now and then all of a sudden your husband wants or your friend wants or whoever, then you need that other sizing. So we're going to talk you through on tracing the correct sizing for yourself, choosing the correct sizing for yourself as well. So as I said, the violin will be in there. We are going to be putting a marking pen in for you as well. So all those basics is in there. We're not putting the fabrics that you're going to be doing your jacket with. You are going to be buying that. You'll be sourcing that. You're looking at about 1.5 meters to 2 meters of your fabric that you need to buy. But buy the fabric after we've done our first class so that I can just go through the different types of fabrics with you as well and explain to you what amount of stretch that you need to get for your jacket that you're going to design. So that will be in our kit. As I said, the kit average is about 200 Rand. We can send it for you with Postnet, via Postnet. And we can add in the pattern if you want the pattern. The pattern is 95 Rand. So that will be going up towards the weekend on our webpage as well. So I will put a link below where you can go buy the online class. And then I will also put the link in towards the end of the week for you if you need the kit. Please remember that the kit is only available for our South African customers. If we do get someone from international customers that's joining this class with us, please be sure to source all your own things. I will send you a letter with everything that you're going to need closer to the time. And again, there is a cutoff date to join because it is a closed group. In this closed Facebook group, I will pre-record the videos weekly and I will load it weekly for you. So if you're not, it's not a live video. So if you're not going to be available at the time that I'm loading the video, don't worry about it. You can go watch it tomorrow. You can go watch it on the weekend. You're going to work at your own pace. And you can go back and re-look at those videos over and over until you understand what we're doing. And then also because we're a closed group, I encourage you that if you've got any questions, if you've got photos or you're battling with anything, you're going to post those questions for me on the group so that I've got all the questions. And then by the weekend, whatever questions came up, we will be recording a video where I answer the questions for you. And if I need to demonstrate something again, I will demonstrate it again for you. So we are really taking this online class and really doing it in depth for you. So there's going to be lots of hours of videos that we will be loading for you during this 8-week course that we're doing. And as I said, don't stress about it. It's step by step. I really go into details but we want you to start sewing with us. There is such a lot of beautiful fabrics out there, and the pleasure we get out of making a garment that fits, because that's why we all start sewing for ourselves. We want something that's going to fit my body at the end of the day. I can tweak that pattern. So we are going to go through that. From there on, I will be loading more and more, almost like intermediate classes. But from there on, I am going to try and encourage you to go into my designing classes. We use the Sheer for Designs designing system, which is an easy way of designing for yourself. So in our first introduction on our Facebook group, when I start the courses, I am just going to talk you through working with your commercial patterns versus when I'm designing for myself. Why it is so much better if I can design for myself. And our intent is to get you from this beginner's area where you can actually look at a Pinterest image and say, I want to make it, and then you can go and make it. You don't have to go search online for patterns or go through all these catalogs, and then you've still got to tweak all the patterns, do all the alterations, all that. We are going to try and let you move with us into designing. So that is my thing that I would just like to bring over to you. I want you to join me from the start and go on this journey with us, where we're going to take you through everything so that at the end, you are going to be so comfortable to do my designing classes, and you'll be able to literally go onto Pinterest, start a nice Pinterest board, styles I like, anything like that. I've got a Pinterest board like that, and I can go print that little picture and I can go sew it. So that's where we want to get you as a let's say as a beginner's garment. So sorry, I've got a bit of hay fever, so excuse me if I'm just quickly doing that. So that is my intention. I'm going to take you from the start, and we're going to walk together and get you into sewing garments for yourself that's going to fit your body perfectly. So please look at the links below. I am also going to put links on my Facebook page. If you are on my newsletter group already, you will be getting a newsletter as well with more information for our beginners class that we're going to do, or as I've called it, Introduction to Garment Making. And I really hope we're going to get more of you guys out there as well. As I said, we've chosen this. We are seeing a turn. The guys are wanting to make something that fits them as well. So I really hope that with this group, we are going to have a mixed group, and we're going to get you guys sewing with us as well. So please join us. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be interactive. We're going to chat on the groups. You're going to learn a lot. You can interact with me. You can go and ask questions, all of that. As I said, my aim is to get you into this whole garment sewing so that you can see how much fun it is, the creativity behind it, the lovely fabrics, just going out, looking at the fabrics, feeling the fabrics, getting garments that fit you, that's not mass produced. I mean, that's like another world opening up for us when we start with that. And I really want you to also get pleasure out of doing that for yourself, designing or making your own garments, even if you in the end don't design, but to be able to then from a pattern work and just make something that's going to fit you. You are going to feel so good in what you're going to be wearing then. So guys, I'm looking forward to you to join us on this group. Please go look at my links, go look at my Facebook pages. I've got Bernina Edenvale, and I've also got the Sheer for Designs South Africa. We've got our Sheer for Designs webpage as well. That is where we load the payments for our online courses. Or if you're in South Africa, you can, and you're in our area, you can pop into the shop anytime at Bernina Edenvale, come chat to us, see what we're doing, and just start enjoying your sewing. It is a creative journey that you're going to go on now, and you're going to love every minute of it. So we'll see you guys in our online courses.